guys, it's Jen and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be testing out the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. I have not used any of Morphe's eyeshadows, so I don't know if this palette is going to be amazing like everyone says, or if it's not going to be any good like some people says, but most people genuinely love this palette. So I got this for Christmas and I'm a little late to the game reviewing it because I did not buy it when it first came out, which I'm honestly kind of glad that I didn't, considering I did get it for Christmas. It was on my Christmas list though. But I am glad because I got the new packaging versus the old packaging where it actually has all the shadow names on the back. So that's kind of a sneak peek, if you haven't seen this palette, what it looks like inside. And there is no mirror. This palette is completely white. And then on the inside it's a silvery color. It has a little thing up here from Jaclyn where she dedicated the palette to all her subscribers. And then this is what the palette looks like inside. So I have not touched any of the shadows. I'm just going to test them out on my eyes and, you know, see if Morphe is as amazing as everyone says that it is. So I'm kind of a little nervous to dig into this because I want to love this. I really do want to love this because this bottom little section here of blues and greens are calling to me, and I'm just hoping that they're as good as everyone says that they are. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this video. All right. So first things first, this palette does not have a nude like shade in it that is going to be comparable to my skin tone. The only like nude shades have shimmer in them. So I'm gonna be going in with the Wet n Wild Creme Brulee and big fluffy brush. I'm just going to kind of set my primer just with this big fluffy brush. I'm going to take this shade right here on this big fluffy brush and just pop that above the crease. And I'm just going in this like very lightly, and this brush blends these out very, very easily. Kind of transition. I have no clue what I'm going to do with this palette. It's got a freaking lot of pinks in it. And really looking at them, I can't really tell much of a difference, but I'm sure they have different undertones and things like that. This is blending out really nicely. I'm not having any issues, but I mean, this is like very close to my skin tone, not like you can really tell much of a difference. Alright, I'm gonna go in with, I'm trying to like tell you guys the names of these shades. I kind of want to do something a little different. So now I'm gonna go in with this shade right here in Pooter. I think that's a funny name. So I'm just gonna use the same fluffy brush that I had already used, and I'm just gonna go down a little bit more and blend into the actual crease. I can't believe there's a shade named Pooter. But hey, this is Jaclyn's palette. I'm probably saying that completely wrong, but that's how I'm reading it. Pooter. You want to go play on the Pooter? I guess short for computer. Or it could be like, I'm gonna go take a Pooter. Alright, I'm a little out there with stuff. Alright, so that blends nicely, and this, you know, isn't really like doing much to tell me about the colors, but they are blending nicely. Like, they're not patchy, and you do get that, you know, sometimes even with transition shades. So I'm gonna go in with this shade right here in Mocha, and I'm gonna go in with a pencil brush. I'm just gonna pop that on the outer corners. Where are you at, eyeshadow? It's a little bit more richer than what I was thinking it was going to be. I mean, it's a pretty shade. I was thinking it was going to be a little bit darker. I guess that works, that it's not, you know, too dark. It's just kind of looked like it was going to be just a little bit deeper. So I'm going to go into this shade right here in Central Park, and I am going to, I guess, use the exact same pencil brush because I want to deepen that outer corner. So I'm going to use this same pencil brush and go into the outer, just like the very end. Just kind of pat it on there. And then I'm gonna go in with this really dark, shimmery, like tons of glitter gold in 24/7. I'm gonna go in with the shade right here on a flat, small pencil brush. Please be as beautiful as I want you to be. WTF, this is just a bunch of glitter. Okay, let me dig into this a little bit more. Okay, I found the dud of the palette, guys. This one's just not working. It's like, I guess it's a shade you need to use your finger with, so I'm gonna put it on my finger, and yeah, that works so much better. It's just a pretty, like, taupey shade. Okay, so I really like that. I just wish that it would have worked with my brush. Because it's applying like super patchy with my finger, like I can't get a precise application. So I'm gonna just try like, ugh. So I'm gonna try spraying the brush with just some water. This thing sucks. I sprayed off the other direction. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of wipe the water away. Got a million brushes here. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into that shade in 24/7, and I'm just gonna go into the little corner of it. I don't really like wetting my brush to go into eyeshadows, so we'll see if that makes a difference. Okay, no, I'm gonna just have to dig into the shadow. It's such a pretty... So I'm gonna go back in with Mocha down here, and I'm just gonna kind of blend above this to make this just a little bit deeper. This is on a small tapered blending brush, so I just want to kind of pull it up more, because it just kind of sunk right into my eye area, and that's kind of like where it stopped. Just round this out. So I'm going to go into the very first shade, Enlight, and I'm going to go in with this is just a blending brush because I don't feel like digging out the brush in my drawer. So I'm just going to go under the brow. This is like so kicking it 2000s, and I'm sure the word, me saying kicking it, is so early 2000s or mid 2000s, 2010 era. So I'm just taking that brush that I applied Mocha, just kind of blending out the outer areas. I think I'm gonna go back into Mocha. I really like the Mocha shade apparently. So I'm gonna go back into Mocha right here, And I'm just going to apply this underneath my eyes. So I'll be back in like 2 seconds with the rest of my makeup on, and then I will let you guys know what my final thoughts are. So I'm going to go back into this shade right here and Enlighten, and I am just going to pop this on the inner corner of my eye since all of the rest of my makeup is done. Just want to kind of add a little something extra there. Alright guys, so for my final thoughts on this palette, I really do like the matte shades that I used in this palette, and I do like the light shimmery shade that I used in the palette. It gave me a really nice intense like inner corner highlight, so I really did like that. The only shade that I used that I had an issue with was the shade that I put all over my lid in 24/7, and that one was kind of a little bit of a miss for me. I really liked the color, but the way that it applied was very difficult, not easy to apply, and it did not even apply well with using my finger. So that kind of like disappointed me a bit, but I'm not gonna knock this palette. I do think there are some really pretty shades in there, but just with that one shade is the only thing that I had an issue with. I really do like this palette. I am going to continue to use it to see if I like it even more, but for my first impressions, I really do like this palette. So that is the end of this video, you guys. I hope you really liked it. Don't forget to like down below, subscribe to my channel while you're here, and until next time, bye guys.